James was just a 18-year-old boy who lived in a small town. His family was very poor. His father worked as a laborer in a local factory and his mother was homemaker. James and his younger sister was studying in a school. James was a bright student and had a big dream in his heart. He wanted to become an engineer one day. Despite all the struggles, he studied hard, holding on to the dream with all his strength. But one day, life took a painful turn. His father met with a terrible accident in the factory. A machine malfunctioned and he lost his life. Their whole world was shattered. Now, the only source of income was gone. His mother, who had never worked outside, began stitching clothes at home. But work was not regular. Their earnings were too little to feed the family properly. Seeing this, James decided to step up. He began delivering newspaper early in the morning. And after school, he worked as a delivery boy, carrying vegetables and groceries to nearby houses. Late at night, when everyone slept, he studied by the dim light of a candle. Handling both work and studies was tough for him, but he never gave up. Still, the constant pressure slowly started to drain his energy and spirit. There were days when he thought about giving up, and there were nights when tears would roll down his cheeks silently. I should just leave school and work full-time, he would think. Maybe then I can earn more. One such day, feeling completely broken, James left everything and walked toward a forest near the town. He wanted to be alone, to take a break from everything. He sat by a calm river, staring at the water, lost in thought. His heart was filled with questions. Why life is so unfair? Why does it hurt, even when I try so hard? Suddenly, James heard a soft temple bell. He saw an old and broken temple nearby. Inside that temple, a monk was sitting peacefully with his eyes closed. James walked in and sat near him. After some time, the monk opened his eyes and gave a gentle smile. Seeing James' sad face, he asked softly, "My friend, why are you so upset?" James felt comfort in his presence and shared everything. His father's death, his mother's struggle, his work, studies, and his dream to become an engineer. But the pressure was getting too much for him. He was thinking of quitting his studies to work full-time and support his family. But he was confused. If he did that, his dream would be lost. The monk listened patiently. Then he smiled and said, "I can help you. But for that, you will have to do one simple task for next 10 days. James wiped his eyes and said, "Yes, sir, I am ready." The monk pointed to an old banyan tree near the temple and said, "Can you see that tree? Every day a little sparrow comes there to build our nests. I want you to destroy that nest each day. Don't ask why. Just do it." James was confused. "Break a bird's nest? But why?" he asked. But the monk simply smiled and said, "No question." The next morning, James came back. He saw the sparrow busy collecting twigs and carefully building her little nest in the branches. He hesitated, but remembering the monk's words, he shook the branches and the nest fell on the ground. He felt terrible. "What have I done?" he thought. But thinking this, he came back. The next day he came again and saw that the same sparrow had returned and was building her nest once more. James shook the branches and destroyed the nest again. He felt bad again, but he was following the monk's instructions. Every day he came and kept doing the same, breaking the nest. And the little bird kept building it again, patiently. Each day his heart grew heavier. Why am I doing this to her? He wondered. But he kept his promise and asked no questions. On the 10th day, James stood under the tree again. The sparrow had built yet another nest. He raised his hand and then stopped. He could not do it any more. He rushed back to the monk and said, "Sir, I don't understand. Every day I destroy a nest and every day she'll build it again. It broke my heart. Why did you ask me to do this?" The monk looked at James with deep and kind eyes and said, "That, my child, was your lesson. That's her nest may fall, but still she wakes up every morning with hope, gathers her twigs and builds again. Not because she is full, but because she believes that one day the breaking will stop and her nest will remain." Then he paused and said softly, "Life will do the same to you. It will break your dreams. It will test your patience. It will crush your hopes. But if you rise like that sparrow again and again and keep trying, then one day your dreams will become reality." James stood silently. Something inside him had changed. The monk continued, "And one more thing. This difficult phase won't stay forever. Life keeps moving. If you stay strong and keep walking, then one day the same life will lead you to better days. So remember two things. One is consistency defeats failure. And number two, bad times never stays forever." And from that day on, James never looked back. He kept working hard with new hope in his heart. Years passed, and with patience and determination, he finally achieved his dream of becoming an engineer. The story teaches us a powerful lesson that connects deeply with our own lives. Many times we work hard, give our best, and still face failure, rejection, or loss. Just like James, we feel timid, hopeless, and wonder why it is happening to me. But life is not easy for anyone. It tests us again and again through struggles, problems, and setbacks. The little sparrow in the story shows us what real strength looks like. Even after her nest was destroyed every day, she never gave up. She did not stop building. She believed that one day her nest would survive, and that belief, that never give up attitude, is what we need in life. Our dreams are like that nest, and life may try to break them. But if we keep going, keep showing up, and keep trying like this spark, then one day success will be ours. And just like James, the pain and struggle we face today will become the reason we shine tomorrow. So never lose hope. Keep working hard. Bad times won't last forever, but your efforts will. Remember, those who never give up, even after failing, are the ones who truly win in life. Hit!